Hey, welcome to another Friday Fireside Chat, and I'm going to do my best to keep my composure, to not lose it, to not start yelling at the camera, but I make no promises. And once again, I came across this article and got my blood boiling. And it's there's so much good stuff to learn from it, though. So that's hopefully what we can accomplish here, just some observations. And if you agree with me, good. I think I make strong cases here, but like I said, this got me fired up, and I'm stumbling over my words right now because in the back of my mind I'm thinking, Clay, let's see if you can go through this in a nice, cool and calm fashion. But this is a vlog. This is a fireside chat. So if I lose it, I guess that's okay too. But this has to do with a lot of things, personal finance, but I think more importantly, mentality, mindset, how you view the world, but I would argue most importantly, who you surround yourself with. I talk about this a lot, and it's my personal mentality, but I only want to surround myself with people that are in the same mindset, that are not going to rip me down or rip down my philosophies, but are actually going to challenge me, build me up. Not be, just agree with me just for the sake of agreeing, but you can just, that people are on the same page within the way they kind of view the world. And in this, as we're about to see, I think that it can be very, very detrimental. It can be very nasty. If you're not surrounding yourself with people, they're going to build you up. They're going to, encourage you. They're going to say, hey, you're doing a great job, or hey, that's great. Tell me more. I want to do it, or I want to, kind of go through whatever, pathway that, you choose to go through. So let's just get to this article, and you're going to see, we're going to look, and it's all from the same article, but you have two kind of cases here. One case, I would love to hang around with this person. They would definitely meet the criteria of who I want to personally surround myself with. And the other person, no. So let's just get to this. So the article comes from CNBC. Here's what to do if you're in your 50s or older and have nothing in retirement savings. So this is nothing to do with retirement. What caught my eye here is more so the mentalities, the viewpoints, who these people are hanging around with. So it starts off, don't lose it, Clay. Don't lose it. Ray Warner, 45, has thrown in the towel. Warner says the economic indicators point to a stacked deck. Only the top 1% is doing well economically. For the middle class, it's not too good, he said. Saving for retirement is pointless. So I never bothered. Warner's friends aren't exactly receiving pay increases, he says. The stock market is going up, yet no one in his circle has enough money to invest. Local plants are closing. Warner, who lives in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, was downsized in August from Verizon in the middle of cutbacks in overseas outsourcing. For retirement savings, he has a Verizon 401k with about $10,000 in bonus compensation contributed by the company. Warner hopes to find a new job that offers a 401k so he can move the assets to the new account. I don't plan to be able to retire, Warner said. People his age are not as secure financially as the previous generation, he says. His mother, for example, was head cook at an elementary school. Her retirement was made possible by a pension from the school district. All right, Ray. Do you see Ray's mentality here? It's all stacked against them. It's all basically rigged. It's all the top 1%. That's what it's all about. And I want you to think about this mentality. What does this mentality mean for Ray? It means that Ray is in chains. It means that there is nothing he can do there's nothing. So he threw in the towel. He's just given up. His words, not mine. Think about how miserable that life would be. To think that your hands are cuffed, there's nothing you can do, and you're just a mere victim of the system. Did you catch it? His friends. Well, none of my friends their paychecks, their wages aren't rising, and my friends, none of us have any money. We can't. Ray, Ray, if you happen to watch this, please, I would love to see your budget if you have one. Specifically, the expense column. I would love to see where these expenses are going. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, you right now you may be thinking, Clay, you're greedy, you're a jerk, you're crusty, you're incompassionate. We'll get to the next person here in just a second. We'll get to the person that's, not the victim. But here, how it's sad. Really, it gets me irritated because, in all honesty, and this is not my opinion, this is a mathematical fact, this is a historical fact, the system is actually rigged in your favor, assuming you're, an American. How so? Go back and look at the history of the stock market. If you want to say anything, I would say the market is rigged to go up because governments don't want things to spin out of control. So, they're going to step in and make sure the markets continue to go up. You look back at the financial crisis. Now, I'm not getting political. Whether or not you thought the government should have stepped in, besides the point. But if anything, that proves my point. The markets are rigged to go up over time. And like I said, that's a mathematical fact that if you go back and if you invest and with the power of compounding interest, and then you just go back and look at literally the factual data of what the stock market has done, it has gone up over time. Now, sure, it's had its down moments, but it's gone up all the way. So how exactly is that rigged against you? How exactly is a market rigged where if you put money into it and it goes up, how is that rigged against you? Well, I don't have any money to put in the market. Well, like I said, I find that a little hard to believe. I'd like to see your expense report of your personal finances because, let's just get to this next example. So here we have Ray. It's only the 1%, the middle class, can't get ahead. It's all rigged against me. Woe is me. All my friends are in the same boat. Nobody can get ahead, so whatever. I'm not even going to save for retirement. What's the point? I'm not even going to save. I got one more thing. That sounds like a sneaky way of saying, you know what? I want to have fun now. I want to spend all that money on fun stuff. And that's fine. But to you younger, and Ray's only 45, so Ray, you have plenty of time. But if you're in your 20s and 30s, and I like going to the club, I like my Netflix, I like my Hulu, I like HBO, I like all these things that you want to spend money on. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't have fun, but if you're literally spending all your money on things that you want to have fun with, because retirement, that's later on down the road, it's you. You're the problem. It's not the system, it's you just want to have fun right now, which again, that's okay, but there's got to be some sort of balance there. And it sounds like Ray never probably had much balance back in his 20s and 30s. I think he just was telling him, well, the system's rigged against me, so why bother even saving for retirement so he could keep spending money? But anyways, let's get on to this person. And this person gets me fired up in a good way. So from the same article, Sally Toro grew up poor. I was never taught about saving or preparing for the future, she said. So let's think about this. I would argue I find great compassion with Sally. Because if you're never taught about this stuff, if you don't understand it, because again, you were just never taught, then that's rough. And I empathize with this person because that's partially a legitimate excuse. That partially actually makes sense. If you're just never taught about any of that, then I can see why, and how that could be a problem. And that's the whole idea why I created withmoneywithclay.com. And you'll see another point why too, but you know what? Let's look. If I can help somebody out, and if you can, if I can, or the site can just kind of make people aware of this stuff that has real life implications later on down the road, then that's pretty cool. But think about it. Sally actually has a pretty legitimate excuse on why she could feel sorry for herself, why she could play the victim card. I was never taught about any of this stuff, so I didn't understand how it all worked. That's actually a pretty legitimate excuse. But did Sally do that or not? Let's keep on going. Through her 20s and 30s, she saved nothing. When she was 39, Bay Martin, a coworker at the financial company she worked for, asked if she was using the company's 401k. No, she answered. Between supporting her 2 daughters as a single mother and a salary of about $42,000, she simply could not afford to give up a cent. Do you know you are losing money by not putting it in the minimum? Martin asked. That got Toro's attention. Martin urged her to give it a shot, telling Toro she could always stop saving. Whoever that guy is, I would like to shake his hand. He, as you're going to see, changed this woman's life by saying, hey, did you know that you could do this? And if you do that, you're actually going to be, it's going to benefit you a whole lot in a very practical way. None of this is pie in the sky stuff. None of this is like some sort of, theory. No, it literally will benefit her. And he said it. He had the courage, he had the compassion, he had, just the perspective and understanding to say, hey, do you realize this is what you're choosing to do, and this is the effects of it, and the effects are not exactly what you want. And that's great. We need more people like that. That's the idea of, heck, this video right here. Even if you never purchased, my personal financial course or anything like that, that's fine. But if I can at least make you aware of some of these, pitfalls that are out there that maybe you're currently doing that you need to stop doing, or maybe some things that you need to start doing, then hey, that's the idea here. I'm taking, the attitude of just throwing it out there. And if people want to listen, that's great. But think about it. Single mother, 2 kids, $42,000 a year. What would Ray have done? Oh, good. Oh, I can't get it. I'm just single. No, single mother, 2, $42,000 a year. And somebody had the compassion to say, hey, some things to consider. So let's keep going. Turo started putting 2% of each paycheck aside. I was terrified I wouldn't have $20 more on that paycheck, she said. But she remembered what Martin said, that in a year's time, she'd build up a cash reserve. In a year, she accumulated about $4,000 and felt rich. But I didn't have the guts to continue increasing, she said. Only when she moved on to another company did she begin slowly upping the percentage. For the last 8 years, Turo has actually been maxing out at $18,000 and even putting in the catch-up contributions for those 50 and over. A year ago, she began working with a financial advisor. Between her 401k and 2 IRAs, she is close to $300,000 and hopes to retire at 62. Whether it's your upbringing or lack of confidence, you need to take the risk of putting away even 2%, Turo said. Be bold and try to save for yourself. It's your future. $300,000 for somebody that grew up with no education, no understanding of how the market works. 20s, 30s, didn't save anything. Single mom, 2 kids, $42,000 a year. And now she's got $300,000 and that money is going to keep growing. She's maxing stuff out. She is in ultimate beast mode. How do you go from literally nothing in your 20s and 30s and then all of a sudden have $300,000? That would not be possible if the system was rigged against you, if it only worked for the 1%. No, it works for people that actually save. It works for people that have a plan. It works for people that get disciplined. It works for people that get focused on stuff. So I don't want to hear Ray, you need to find yourself a new set of friends. First off, I want you to start to hang out with this woman because she would kick your butt into gear to get you going. So I get it. Life can be hard. Life can be difficult. But I'm going back. Single mom, $42,000 a year, 20s, 30s, had nothing. Now she's got $300,000 and it's growing even more. So trust me, the system is rigged for you. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it can't be painful at times, but with a little bit of discipline, with a bit of delaying gratification for later on, anything is possible. If you need help, if you want help, if you need a structured strategy on how to kind of jumpstart your personal finances, jumpstart your saving, jumpstart your investing, I do offer at moneywithclay.com my personal finance courses with the way I conduct my personal business or my personal finances and all of that. And it's how I paid off $160,000 in debt and am now debt-free, and I'm now saving, and I'm in beast mode, and I don't have any problem saying that. I want you to be in beast mode. Maybe you need a little bit of help. There's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, I offer my system, my method that works. Well, Clay, that's just a sales pitch. No, I give a 1-year money-back guarantee with it. 1 year. If that's not a sign of confidence that it works, I don't know what does. So check it out. But if anything, check your mentality. How do you view the world? Who are you hanging around with? Hang around with the Sallys of the world because she has proven to be a monster and I love it. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to, be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting, when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about, wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.